hunger, poverty, economic justice, housing, and healthcare. These are just some of the focuses that the Lutheran Public Policy Office of Washington State tackles on a regular basis. It is estimated that up to 26,500 people are without a home on any given night in Washington State. Families with children are among the fastest growing segment of our national homeless population. And in Washington, nearly half of persons staying at homeless shelters are families with young children. The LPPO is there to advocate for those that are without. Criminal justice, the environment, civil and human rights, tax reform, health and human services, and quality K-12 education. These are just some of the other focuses that the Lutheran Public Policy Office in Washington strives to work towards positive solutions in an ever-changing world. The LPPO has been an advocate since the early 1980s, working throughout the U.S. and around the world.
Lutheran Public Policy has led us from the mid-80s, when the main part of a congregational mission is to sustain itself and send missionaries. It has helped us move to today, where it is largely showing us the way and how we can be advocates.
When you're just starting out as someone who wants to be an advocate with the government, either state or local state or national, you don't really know where to start. It's a big operation, and it's hard to have an inroad into who you need to talk to, when you need to talk to them, and how to actually make a difference. And so the LPPO brings this tremendous network of infrastructure already in place, of relationships, of education on the topics, of who to talk to, of a know-how and a historical perspective on different legislation, different issues that we can tap into instantly.
Today, the LPPO consists of 3 segments: the churches, legislative, and community.
LPPO helps us be the church that I believe God has called us to be. Our congregation has a long history of working to serve the poor through our soup kitchen and through the homeless shelter in our basement. But LPPO helps us have an impact on the policies that can actually help reduce homelessness and reduce hunger in our state.
The Lutheran Public Policy Office plays a really important role for us down here. In the legislature we actually have 6 Lutherans, 3 of them in the Senate, 3 of them in the House, 3 Democrats, 3 Republicans, and creating that dialogue about progressive issues that are important to people of faith across party lines, across the lines that divide the Senate and the House, is really important in helping us to find common ground on moving forward with legislation that helps solve societal problems.
Well, the LPPO office, especially through the person of Paul Benz, is a perfect reflection of the authentic voice of the faith community in Olympia and throughout the state of Washington. We are so grateful for LPPO's true ecumenical spirit, their ability to unite different faith organizations, their pulling together the Religious Coalition for the Common Good, and the lending of the time and expertise of the Reverend Paul Benz, his ability to bring people together from diverse perspectives, from diverse faith traditions. He really is a reflection of the ecumenical spirit of this region.
God doesn't need my good works, but my neighbor does. And how do I respond to my neighbor in need? One of the ways is through advocacy. It's not just that advocacy is that for which we are freed by faith, but it's also that to which we are called in our baptism.
Advocacy has everything to do with faith. We pray and we worship in my congregation, but we also put feet to our prayers by coming here to Olympia and meeting with our legislators to seek agape in the marketplace, justice for all.
It's vitally important for the layperson to get involved in the LPPO, as well as coming here on Faith Advocacy Day. As a Christian, it's vitally important that I hear from the lay people within the Lutheran Church, as well as the other church communities around this state and around this nation.
A lot of the work that I'm doing out in the community is helping build a coalition and relationships with the community and labor. And as I venture out within the religious community, the work that I'm doing right now could not be successful without the partnership that we have with Lutheran Public Policy. I would like to thank Lutheran Public Policy offices for all of the support, the work that we've had, the fellowship, the partnership. I just think about how much fun it's been working with the organization. Some of the work that we have had to do to support our community has been tough, but it's been a labor of love working with Lutheran Public Policy and having fun as we make major changes in our community.
The LPPO has been very, very supportive of the Duwamish tribe and the lack of acknowledgement.
The future is unknown for the LPPO. There are so many needs from so many different areas, and our involvement is critical.
For the past 25 years, Lutheran Public Policy Office of Washington has spoken the words of the church to the powers of the legislature to let people know that we are there to speak for the widow, the orphan, the stranger at the gate, those whom God has placed before us, and we can advocate on their behalf. We speak for the voiceless, we speak for the church. This has been an important ministry and will continue to be, and that's why the support of members financially, with their time, with their ability to go to Olympia, to write their legislatures is so important. This is the work of the church, and it's a work we all share.
I congratulate the Lutheran Public Policy Office of Washington State for its 25 years of public service. You've been a valuable partner to many organizations, including state agencies, to help those who need some extra support. And during these tough economic times, that partnership is now more important than ever before. You truly exemplify what it means to be a strong advocate for our neighbors in need. Thank you for your long commitment to building strong communities.
Anniversaries such as LPPO's 25th anniversary becomes an occasion to look back with gratitude for all that you have done and that God has done through you for the people of the state of Washington, particularly for those who live in poverty, who are on the margins of society, and for the very creation itself. And for that, I join in saying thank you. But anniversaries are more importantly a time to lean into God's future, to get up on our toes with expected hopefulness, recommitting ourselves, expressing courage and compassion and expected hopefulness for that future. So for your future, I pray God's blessing. For your past, I say thanks be to God.
You can help by financial contributions, regular communication with legislators, attending Advocacy Day, and focusing on important issues.
It's important to give to the LPPO so we can change the world,
so that the next generation will have a better chance at a better future.
Without your voices and without your support, we cannot do this. We ask you at this time to dig deep, even in this difficult economic time, to support Lutheran Public Policy Office, to support this public church ministry that works in the community, that works in the halls of power, and that works throughout our churches in this state. Thank you for that support. Thank you for the 25 years of support, and for the next 25 that all of you will be a part of.
Get involved with the Lutheran Public Policy Office. Contact us at 206-464-4133 or on the web at lppowa.org. Thank you for helping us make the world a better place. Your support does not go unnoticed.